Hi everyone, it's Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Happy Halloween. I hope you're having a great time. I am using, this is for earth signs, and I'm using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. I'm also using the Hanson Roberts deck to clarify. And for those who are asking about love and relationships, I'm using the Domino Love Angels, which also is where you're healing, within yourself as well. So we found out. So this is going to be for Capricorn, to see where you're at energetically. And let's move on. Okay, here we go, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, just feel happiness with you, which is good. Capricorn's been getting some really happy things lately. So happiness. Capricorn, what's the message? Okay, so there we go, the Fool. Okay, so in this deck, as we can see, the Fool is right above the planet Earth, and everything is sort of like laid out in front of him. And now that's the same kind of situation that's going on with you. Anything that you really want to set your mind on is going to be made possible for you, and especially as you move into 2019. And I've been doing a lot of 2019 forecasts for people, and the most message that I keep on receiving is like, this is your year, this is your time to move forward. Things are going to really start shifting as you focus more on yourself. And that is what you've been doing. And when the Fool comes up, that's the beginning of your journey. So maybe, as we're moving into November, you're really going to start doing something that other people may not agree with, which is cool. Whatever anyone else thinks is their problem. You need to do what you feel is absolutely right for you. And the Fool comes in with that energy of confidence and enthusiasm, like happiness, joy. And all of those things are a very high vibration. All of those things will help you to manifest. So if you're not feeling joyful or happy, remember that as you do lift or elevate your mood, you start attracting more of the things that you want and less of what you don't want, So you're moving into this new cycle. It's not always going to be everyone's cup of tea, but who cares? I feel, as I said at the beginning, happiness for you. And maybe you're taking someone along this journey with you. It doesn't really matter whether you are or you're not. You're very focused, you're very determined, you're very you're planning ahead kind of thing. You're organized, I guess that's the word. And it's time to do it. If you're thinking about starting something, or you're thinking about moving or doing something completely different, this is your confirmation or validation that it's time, like right now, okay? I just feel like a sense of strength that you haven't had in a really long time, like feeling renewed within yourself. But let's get some clarity for this for you. For this, so this is for Capricorn. Tell us more information about the Fool. And you got the Moon with this. Okay, so this is interesting because sometimes you're triggered by things and triggers are just emotional things that you haven't quite dealt with in your life. So perhaps this new beginning that you're wanting to begin here, well, you need to, is triggering a little bit of concern in your life, and this could be in your emotional life as well. So you may have met somebody, and then you have this trigger here, like, oh, what if it was just like it was before, and what if it's not going to work, and what if this and what if that. So even though you're ready to go forward and you're feeling happiness within yourself, underneath everything there's a little bit of concern. Okay, the Moon is very much connected with intuition. So be careful that it is your intuition, that it's talking to you, and not just a fear. So don't rush into any situation without first making sure that you are getting the right intuitive impulses. So you calm yourself down, you give yourself a minute, maybe you lay down, listen to some music and meditate, breathe, get yourself in a clear state of mind, and then say, is this the right direction for me? And you'll get a clear yes or no. If it's no, you might tense up or get worried, or you know, your jaw might tighten. If it's yes, you'll just feel this peace, you know. So before you make decisions, be sure that there's, you know, nothing lingering there from the past, or nothing worrying you from the past. The moon can also bring a lot of insight, an increase in your inner impulses or your intuition, so listening for that. It can also be a womanly influence too, you know, the moon being feminine and the sun being masculine. So there could be a woman influencing your life or your decisions, or has been influencing, or maybe, you know, interfering, who knows. But, you know, be careful that if this is a past relationship, that you're, maybe you're going into a new relationship, and the fear of the past relationship might be there also. In other situations, you know, there's still something that's cautioning you. Be sure that you're just, you know, making sure that you're centering yourself, giving yourself clear answers like this, because you are naturally in tune. You know, you're naturally just, yep, no, don't have to worry about that or that or that. You know, you really do always make the right decisions for yourself. Something's kind of bugging you maybe. Maybe it's not a time for you to be worrying over it, but centering yourself to get the right clarity. Other than that, everything seems to be really joyful and happy, and exciting news coming. Okay, so with relationships and how you see yourself, let's have a look. For Capricorn. All right, Archangel Samael says, let it go. So this could be this thing here, okay? Let it go, time to heal your heart and move on. So an old situation or this situation may not bring you the happiness that you deserve right now. So if this is talking about a relationship and it's triggering an emotion in you from the past, make sure you get clarity. Make sure you are 100% ready before you move into something. So some people, you know, they think it's right and they want it to be right, and they're looking at all the right things, but something is still nagging, you know. So this could be something that you haven't let go of yet. It could have nothing to do really with relationships, rather than, you know, how you see yourself. Maybe you don't see yourself as worthy enough to have this new person in your life, or to have anyone in your life. So you tend to push it away. Whatever the case, it's time to let that feeling go, because it's not helping you to get where you want to be, which is the Fool energy. You know, just moving ahead and carefree and ready for the next adventure. You know, while you've got all this stuff going on in your mind, kind of thing, you may be blocking the opportunity for growth. You may be blocking the opportunity for deeper love, and that's whether you're with someone or not, you know. Or you may be blocking the opportunity for the person who's right for you to be able to move forward, because you might still be hanging on to something else, okay? So for the most part, for Capricorn, there's a lot of happiness and new beginnings and excitement for the future, but let go of anything that's holding you back from where you want to be and how you want to feel, right? It's time to just own all of those things together. Okay, so interesting for Capricorn. Now for Taurus, I'm using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. I'm also using the Hanson Roberts deck to clarify things. Hopefully you can see pretty clearly. And I'm using the Domino Love Angels for love and romance, and also how you see yourself or how you need to heal, okay? All right, so let's begin. Happy Halloween. I hope you're happy and well wherever you are. Okay, so here we go, Taurus. Okay. Ooh, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, I'm just sort of like feeling headaches. Like you're picking up a lot of everybody else's headaches. There's something going on. There's something shifting here. Okay, Taurus. What's going on with you? Oh yeah, these are headaches. Ooh, look, the Nine of Swords. Okay, well, we know when the Nine of Swords comes up, there's something inside of you that is feeling anxiety, something inside of you that is losing a little bit of sleep, something that you're worrying over. And I don't know how many times I have to say it, 9 times out of 10, it's not your stuff. You know, it's someone else's stuff that you're absorbing. And because you're a natural healer, you know, natural empath, like we all are, you know, you may be super sensitive to things because you have been lifting your awareness levels, you know. And I'm just feeling this whole pressure on the crown. Sometimes headaches have to do, like, you know, when you're feeling stressed and everything, have to do with the crown chakra, like being completely shut down. You know, so if you could use a crystal and just imagine going in a clockwise manner above your head and just saying, closing your eyes, I'm saying just cleansing and clearing. I'm opening up my crown. I'm bringing in the beautiful silver light from the universe. I'm clearing away any debris that I don't need. I'm open. You know, if there's someone sending me energy and I don't need it, I'm clearing this away. I'm asking Archangel Michael to be with me and clear it away, to help me feel positive, you know, help me to feel good, help me to relax, you know, because when we're absorbing, I mean, I've seen some people in some pretty bad states from absorbing a lot of different energies from a lot of different people. And when we cleared each and every one of those things and we worked together on this, you know, I'm telling you, the person was like a different person, hadn't known themselves, had been that way for so long. They thought they were just crippled with problems, and the doctors were like, there's nothing wrong with you, you know, medically. And it was all spiritually, you know, and picking up from other people. So try that first, you know, to lift or ease any pressures that are going on with you. Some people are going through deep amounts of release and deep amounts of grief. You know, loved ones are very close right now, you know, on Halloween. And, you know, you may be thinking about your loved ones that have passed away, you know. And it's hurtful, you know, you feel this sadness inside of yourself, you know, but just know that every time you talk to them, they can hear you. And if you can imagine what they would say to you, you're going to end up having conversations with them. They're never far away, you know. I'm also feeling someone is very sad over a pet cat, okay? And we know that our animals are just like kids to us, you know, at times. And even animals know that they are there for just a short while until you're ready to go on your own, you know, and they're always with you too. But there's blessings around the corner, okay? So even if everything is really difficult right now and you can't see your way forward, there are blessings around the corner and there is help available to you, okay? Sometimes it's just subtle things that can change everything. So let's clarify the 9 of Swords with the Hanson Roberts deck. Okay, what's the 9 of Swords for Taurus? Okay, quite the opposite. Okay, the Sun, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure Taurus had something like this last week. It was so cute. Look at that little fella there. Okay, so even though you may be going through this time, or you have been going through this time, and it's been very uncertain for you, boom, there you go. On the other side of the coin, something amazing is about to turn in your life. And maybe it's finally the recognition that, you know, you're only human and you make mistakes sometimes, and you know, you feel bad about them, and you feel bad for other people, and you want to help everybody, and you're counseling people, and, you know, then you go back over your past and you're like, oh, but I did this and I did this, and maybe you feel responsible for things that you don't need to. And the Sun energy is saying, okay, this all shifts. It's time to move on. It's time to go in this new direction. And when you do, and when you start just gently moving forward like this, like, don't be hard on yourself, but just gently, one day at a time, start moving forward, everything starts to fall into place. The Sun can indicate a new environment, a new home, a new job, a new workspace, whatever it is, the money to do it. You know, if money is an issue, the people around you that you need, family as well. Maybe you're worried about family, you know, but there's some kind of breakthrough here. And, you know, even though it's been difficult, you're going to make it through. The sun is shining on you. So try to remain really positive. Allow yourself to feel, though. I often say that to people, you know, if you're really in that way and you're really grieving and you're really upset, don't feel like you have to stop yourself from feeling something. Let yourself have it, you know, let it all out. And then you can start fresh. And it's usually when we're at that real bottom, rock bottom place that we come out and, okay, I've got new perspective, you know. So that's you with the new perspective, the way forward, and an answer to all your problems too, which is amazing. Okay, so let's see how you're feeling emotionally and also about love and relationships, okay? Taurus. Sometimes I get this card and I'm like, why didn't I finish writing this card? So we've got Archangel Michael with you, cleansing and clearing away the negative, okay? And a strong male. So either you are a strong male, probably stronger than you think you are, or a strong male is in your life, influencing your life, helping you to push through. Maybe you've been having the father influence in your life too, or someone at work or something, and maybe this is the reason for all of this stress kind of feeling, you know, anxiety. But you have to also know that you need to use this strength within yourself. Underneath this card, so as I pulled that card off, I've got the anxiety card. So Archangel Uriel says anxiety or stress might be blocking your way forward. Okay, time to release anything holding you back from love or true love. Obstacles need to be faced with positive words and actions. Oh, excuse me. So when you work with Archangel Uriel, you know, you say to him, look, Uriel, I am so sick and tired of dealing with this stuff. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm really asking that you come forward and you just take care of it. You know, I don't care how you do it. I don't care, you know, what happens. I'm open to it, but I just need you to take this off my plate. And, and I've done this like where, like I'm not a religious person, but I used to be. And this one particular time talking to Archangel Uriel, I'm like at the edge of the bed, like kneeling, like, God, Uriel, come on, please. Can't you see what I'm doing? Please. You know, shift this stuff from me for crying out loud. What the hell? You know, just talk to him like that, honestly. Just getting it out and, you know, having this angel to talk to. He's an amazing psychologist. So do that if you need it. You know, and if you do need someone to speak to, you know, please make sure that you're reaching out to someone as well. Don't keep things all inside of yourself. And remember, if you need some kind of shamanic healing or let's wake everything up and reset everything within you, you know, I'm always there as well. You've always got someone to talk to, okay? All right, so that's the messages for Taurus. Thanks for listening. And going on to Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising, I am using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. I'm also using the Hanson Roberts deck to clarify things, as well as I'm using the Domino Love Angels little oracle that I'm making for how we see ourselves emotionally and love and relationships, okay? So Virgo, happy Halloween. Let's go. Okay, we don't know what's going to come through. For Virgo, let me see. Let me get a feeling. Virgo, what's the words? Stop being hard on yourself. Those are the words. For Virgo. Okay, let's see. Okay, the Justice card is here for Virgo. Okay, so stop being hard on yourself because everything's going to be more in balance, more in tune. Sometimes the Justice card comes out in different decks looking completely different, so you get a completely different feel. But with this time, as I'm looking at the Virgo card here, it's like there's strong support by your side. So even if you feel like something is totally unfair, a twist in fate happens. You know, something shifts into the positive for you. If this was coming out upside down, I would have told you, but it came out, you know, the right side up. So a twist in fate, something comes into balance for you. Something perhaps that's been ongoing, something that's been on your mind for a while. Maybe you do need to go and get some paperwork signed. Maybe you do need to sign that contract. Maybe you do need, you know, the positive outcome to something that's going on legally. But the Justice card is here. The Justice card also brings you that balance within yourself, and to remember that, you know, if you're worrying about this or you're worrying about that, you're going to become out of balance really quickly, you know, because you are super sensitive. And it's not up to you to fix everything either. People need to be responsible for themselves, and you need to be responsible for yourself as well, or your part in situations, but without sort of like beating yourself up, being hard on yourself, you know, as we said. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just sort of looking at this as well, I just kind of get this feeling that maybe there's still something to come forward for you. Maybe you've got like part way of the information, but not all of it yet. And I'm also feeling a sense of initiation. So when we say initiation, it kind of means more along the lines of sort of spiritual sort of marker points, like where you're reaching a point here and you're starting to move into this next direction. And sometimes when we're starting to move in new directions, you know, we get a little bit worried, and the tendency might be to go back to what you know. But even when things get difficult, remember, if you are very positive, justice will eventually come. I remember I was always seeing the Justice card when I was going through family court for so many years, you know, and I was always seeing the Justice card, and I thought, surely this time's it, this time's it. It did take a long time for me to finally get my justice. But you know what? It was sweet. Like when it finally come through, it was better than when it would have happened like years ago. Like the situation that I'm in now, you know, and well, it was a parent-child situation. So and my son was able to see for himself exactly what was happening. You know, all the things that, you know, you try to show, you know, they can see for themselves. And justice seemed like it was coming quicker than it did, but when it did come, it was amazing. Okay, so hang in there. If something is not quite matching or something is not quite right, it's going to find its way, and it's going to be sweeter, you know, than what you might imagine. Okay, try not to be hard on yourself in the process though. It lowers the energy, and when our energy is lower, we block our way forward every time. Let's get some more clarity on the Justice card for, what are you called? Virgo. All right, Virgo. Remember, this is for your sun, moon, or rising. It doesn't matter, but just try to look, because it all can kind of fit into place. Okay. Virgo. Clarifying justice, please. 9 of coins. Okay. So your justice is coming here with abundance for you too. Feeling really pleased with yourself at the outcome of this situation. This is really good news, because a lot of the times Virgos are really, really positive, and they're so sure, and, you know, doing everything that they can to find, you know, make their way forward, and, you know, do the right things and start businesses and do this and do that, always doing something. And just as quickly as you can be so enthusiastic about a situation, it can all drop down too. And then you, oh God, it hasn't worked out, or this is going to happen, or someone's giving me a hard time and I'm just so tired of it. And you can get bogged down in that way of thinking, get a little bit cranky within yourself. And then you can pick yourself up again and go, go, go. But this is saying, like, if you hang in there with this situation and you remain positive and optimistic, you're going to get the benefit here. You're going to feel very pleased with yourself. And it's you alone that is doing this. It's you that's able to create. And because you'd see this is like an initiation to me. This is very similar kind of feeling that what I get here with this card too. This initiation thing, you're going in steps, you know. And the 9 of coins is, or 9 of pentacles, is abundance coming. You know, it does have to do with finances, but it's abundance of joy, abundance of life, abundance of, you know, everything good in your life. And you're pleased with yourself because you have had a part in creating this. This is awesome news for Virgo, okay? The money is coming. You have to have a positive relationship with money. I love money. Money loves me. You know, be really positive. I'm a magnet to money. Because if we always see money as a negative, oh my God, the bill, how am I going to pay it? Money doesn't get attracted to us. You know, it's like, well, you know, if you don't like me, I'm just going to go to somebody else. So be positive. It really works, especially saying I love money and money loves me. For some reason, I read that in the Mind Magic book. I've talked about the Mind Magic book before. You know, get it if you haven't got it. It's kind of like self-hypnosis, but ways out of your situations, and really positive ways of looking at finances and creating abundance in your life. But it looks like you're doing it here. You've got a lot to be proud of yourself for, and more is coming. So enable yourself to receive. Allow yourself, say, hey, I'm worth it, you know. Don't block it. Okay, so let's have a look at the love and relationships and how you're healing, or how emotionally you are within yourself. Love and relationships. Okay, I just got this in the last reading. Strong male. So either you are a strong male or a strong person is influencing your life. But I want to look a little bit more than that. So I'm just going to... I should have finished that card. Every time I see it, I laugh. Okay. What else do we need to tell Virgo? Influences. Okay, so there are influences in your life at the moment. Someone or something is influencing your love situation. Something holding influence over your love situation. Okay, so this could be a family member, other issues, things in the way, whatever it is. It says, listen to your influence. Listen to your influence. Listen to your intuition, okay? Archangel Lumiel can help in this situation by removing these obstacles out of your way. Maybe you've been working on this, like you already are aware. Okay, I let this person have too much control over me, and I'm not going to let that happen. You know, maybe you're already working on it, and that's showing up here. Or maybe you just need to say, hey, maybe I do let this person kind of rule the roost a little bit. You know, it's time for me to say things that I'm feeling, you know, and speak up about my feelings, even if it's only to the angels, or I'm just letting it out of my chest kind of thing. Okay, so if you're looking for a relationship or something similar to that, look at the different influences in your life and how you feel about yourself. Let it all go. Just let all those things go, and remember that everybody deserves a fresh start. But say to yourself, I'm already healing. Just by admitting that, I'm already healing. Okay? So I hope that that was helpful to Virgo. It looks like some positive news coming your way. And maybe you like hallelujah. But until the next time, wishing you an awesome week. And goodbye for now.